Hello again, this is Jack. I just kind of wanted to show you my experience here with Parallels Desktop for Mac. It's an awesome little program to let you run other operating systems seamlessly with Mac OS X. Granted, I'm on a MacBook and I'm not going to be playing games or anything with this. You're, for the most part, not going to be doing stuff like games with the virtual system here. So I'll probably select XP, kind of shows you the little fake computer I have set up here. Press play and it'll boot. Boots pretty fast and it runs pretty darn fast. XP is relatively light to begin with, but one of the nicest features is coherence. It really does integrate XP into your Mac OS X experience. I could have Windows programs right here, like I download straight to my Mac OS X desktop, and as long as I have this running, I can launch them, no problem. Still booting up here. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff running right now, so it's gonna be a little slow, but you know, here it's about to start running. I can make it go full screen, but I have coherence turned on, so you're about to see something happen. Watch the bottom of the screen. Whoop! If you were watching, you notice that my desktop just flew off the screen, and I now have a start bar on my Mac OS X desktop. That's right, it's still in Mac OS X. I can do anything here. I can also open up my start bar. I could also click that sucker right there. There's something I could do. I thought I could just click that and have a thing pop up, but I guess not. Let's say I need to run IE in Windows for some reason, I can launch it. It's smart enough to know that I actually have Internet Explorer and Windows running. You can see down here in my dock. It shares my network connection, shares hard drives. I can just throw files back and forth. It's an excellent little program here. If you need to run some random Windows program that's not like heavy graphical or anything like that, then it's just an excellent way to do it seamlessly with your OS X experience. Also, let me get a Linux running here. My bad. Wrong button. It happens with me a lot, don't worry. Let's get Ubuntu going. Now I kind of had to, like, with this version I got Ubuntu running relatively simple, but in the last version of Parallels it was a huge pain in the butt to get a Ubuntu running. I had to like go through this like long how-to to get it going. You have to like tell the program it's Solaris and then go change it back later and change all these things, and then to make it go full screen, which I never got to work, you had to do some other stuff, and yeah, it looks like I'm having trouble. So this may or may not run here, but here it looks like it's going to. I'll let it sit there for a minute. I can also get out of this coherence experience. Somehow I'm supposed to be able to, not that, whoop, actually click over to desktop. It's kind of small right now. I don't know why the resolution's like this, but you know, it's fine, doesn't matter. I can make it normal resolution. Go ahead and hop back into my coherence mode. Whoop. There, it's that button. There we go. Didn't work very well and you pushed the wrong button. So at some point, this should boot up Ubuntu. Right now with this image capture program, my computer's pretty hogged down. Go ahead and turn off this XP. You have to give the programs like kind of a chunk of your RAM. No, do not install updates. Well, that's a pain in the butt. Screw you, Microsoft. That kind of ticks me off that you don't give me the option for stuff like that. Yeah, I bet it will. Piece of junk. So yeah, the Ubuntu is still thinking about something. Hopefully it'll do something soon. Yep, it's starting to boot up now. So I'll leave XP there to do whatever it's going to do. I'll log into Ubuntu here. Usually doesn't take that long to open, but I don't know. I have bad luck with Linux. Every time I've used Linux, it's always been a pretty unstable experience. Let me go ahead and click over to full screen so I can show you what's going on a little bit better. Like I said, this is running a little slower than normal because I do have this image capture program running that kind of lags down my system here. So here's the Ubuntu desktop. This is kind of loading up kind of slowly. I actually have to click here and go wired network for it to be smart enough to share the network connection. Yep, I know it's established. You know, it's got Firefox. You know, if it ever opens, but lots of options. One of my favorite programs in Linux is EtherApe. It's kind of a network visual program. Speaking of which, I saw a great network visual program recently that has little explosives and stuff going off. It looks like a lot of fun. So here's Firefox here. Fish. Let's type in fish. Yep, see fish, Wikipedia. Yeah, look at all those fish. Yeah, I'm having such a great Linux experience here. I'm having so much fun that I don't want it. I'm probably just going to delete that dealio there because, I mean, what the heck do I need Linux for? It's just, honestly, it's a pain in the butt. And it hasn't gotten to the point yet where I could recommend it to anybody. It's still kind of a nerd experience. I used to be a Linux proxy server administrator with Red Hat back in the day. I used to, you know, do the web filtering and web logs and be the proxy for a local school district around me. And now it's going to sit here at this screwed up screen for a little while and just kind of do whatever the heck it's going to do. Now, one thing that's nice is that the instead of creating a partition on your drive, it just creates a file that you can just throw in the trash or back up, you know, totally easily. There's a little folder here in my documents called Parallels, Ubuntu XP. I can just throw away that XP folder, and that's it. And it's got some extra little stuff in here if I need to run some utilities on it, but basically that entire installation is right here in these folders somewhere. Nah, doesn't matter. Anyway, I can just trash this folder, get rid of the entire installation. Same with Ubuntu. Screw Ubuntu. I don't like Ubuntu. In fact, let's get rid of it right now. I don't know, I've just had so many bad experiences with Linux. I'll still run it and try new things, but it's just such a bad experience. I just don't enjoy it. But I do enjoy Parallels Desktop. It's an excellent little program. This wasn't a very good demo here. My computer's kind of lagged down, so there's some stuff I didn't show you. But it is an excellent experience. I recommend it. It's like 80 bucks or 90 bucks when you purchase it. Then the update I bought for, I think, $30 extra for the new update, which is DirectX and OpenGL compatible. So I guess if you had a MacBook Pro, you really could play some games, stuff going on there. And apparently now you can install Windows in Boot Camp. Of course, when you launch it with Boot Camp, it cannot see the Mac side of your computer. But if you launch OS X, you can have Parallels virtualize that other partition, so you can share files that way. And I think that's probably the best setup for this if you have to use Windows and need to be hardcore about it, letting your whole system do it. So that's that. Enjoy.